Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're going to be doing this full face here of newish makeup. Not all of it is brand new. I do have a couple of brand new items. If you saw my what I bought in January, then you won't have a ton of surprises, but I'm also going to be using out some of the products that I purchased over Black Friday, Cyber Monday at the very end of December that I haven't really used a ton of, or that I certainly haven't used on camera. To create this look right here. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and I hope you'll subscribe. But if you want to see how I got this look, then you're in the right place. Just stay tuned. Alright, so I've already put down my eyeshadow primer and then I set it using this just creamy shade right here. This is in the shade Mixed Media. And then I'm going to go in with Wall Art and I'm just going to fluff that all the way through the crease. Awesome. Okay, so I've actually used this palette a few times. I got this over Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and I really enjoyed it. The one kind of critique that I really have about it is that there just aren't enough deeper kind of shades to help anchor the look and put in the outer corner, which I have 100 million palettes, so it's not the end of the world. It is just something to bear in mind if you're looking for a standalone palette. In my opinion, this is definitely a companion palette. So I think what I'm going to do, because my in-laws are coming to town today, so I'm not going to go too crazy with the look. I think I'm going to take... I kind of think I want to take Flow, which is this shimmery shade right here. It's a little bit on the cooler side, and I'm gonna put that all the way all over the lid. Alright, I think that looks good. Overall, I have been pretty happy with this palette. I feel like all of the shades that I've used, and I've used, I think, all of them at this point, with the exception of the matte black, because I just don't really use black eyeshadow, to be honest with you. I don't really love these two shades here. These are matte shades that are chock full of glitter, but they're still super dark. So for instance, Graphic right here and Beat Drop, they have black bases. So in addition to the matte black right here, I don't have a ton of need for them, to be honest with you. They're not ones that I really use a lot, just my own personal preference. But the addition of the two matte shades right here, I think is very helpful. And honestly, all of the other shimmer shades that I've used have been really nice, really good quality. I have really enjoyed this palette so far. But I am actually going to jump into my Violet Voss Holy Grail palette that came in my boxy, so that I can deepen up the outer part of my lid. And I think I'm gonna go in with, Brownie Points. This one here on the corner, this kind of matte brown shade, just to kind of give a little depth to the outer corner, I think. You know, you'd think I'd be prepared with my brushes that I want to use already, but no. This actually has quite a bit more warmth than I think I was expecting. It looked a little bit more neutral in the pan. I don't think it looks bad, but I also don't think it is a choice that I would make a second time. That did the job. Okay. So this is also a palette that I have used a few times since I got it in that boxy. And you guys, I really, really like this palette. I feel like it is really high quality. I've used many of the shades by now, not all of them, but a good number of them, and I am so happy. I think this is the third Violet Voss palette that I own, and honestly, I think this one's the best. I think this one is the best quality. I think this one is just my favorite of all of them. So I am so excited to have this in my collection, and I'm glad to have gotten some really good use out of it. If this is one that you've been thinking about or been on the fence about, I would totally recommend it. It's really, really good. Alright, so for primer, I'm going to go in with my Tatcha Silk Canvas. This is in my current year-long project pan. I love this primer, so I am very happy to use it. A little goes a good long way, so that's always nice, especially since this is so flippin' expensive. Not like burning through it super fast is something that I appreciate, because $52, and if I use it up crazy fast, would not be a thing that I appreciate. It smells really nice. I like everything about it. Not gonna lie, I'm a fan. So for my foundation, I'm going to be using the ColourPop No Filter Foundation Stick. This is in the shade for me Fair 27 Neutral. So this is also one that I've used a few times since I purchased it back over Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And I do like it. It is a little bit tricky to work with sometimes, I will say. This is the first stick foundation I've ever used, so I don't know if maybe everybody already like knew some of these things, or if it's just the learning curve that I'm on. But the first time that I used it, I used a very dense brush, and I felt like that actually blended it away completely, and I was really frustrated with it. So I've tried a couple of different brushes and a couple of different methods, and what I find works best is actually this Real Techniques stippling brush. It moves the product around enough to give you an even application without being too dense and too rough, so that everything gets blended away. So if you have this foundation and you've been having trouble with it, I would definitely recommend trying a stippling brush, because for me at least, that was quite helpful. I also tend to work in sections because it does kind of dry down. So I just stripe it on my face. A liberal amount, I've also noticed. And then buff it out. On me, this is fairly light coverage, which is fine. I usually go for light to medium anyway. But if you are looking for a full coverage foundation, I don't know that this is going to give you what you're looking for in life. But for wearing on the daily to work and stuff, I find that this is what I need, and I'm pretty happy with it. It for me though doesn't build the best. Again, could just be me learning curve, never having used a stick foundation before, but Get out of here, baby hairs. All right. I think that has me where I want to be. I don't have a new concealer, so we're just going to be using my NARS Creamy Concealer. It's currently in my project pan. It is probably one of my favorite concealers. I think it just looks really nice and works really well with like everything. See, it's just so effortless and beautiful, and I just love it. I just love it. I don't love the price tag, but the product, I just love it. All right, and we're going to move on to the thing that I am probably the most excited about, and this is actually brand spanking new. This is by Fenty Beauty. This is their Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Setting Powder. I bought the shade Butter. I don't know why I'm so excited about this. I mean, it's a powder, but I am super, super stoked. So we're going to go ahead and all right, I'm going to tap out just a little into the lid. All right. Of course, my camera decides to stop filming while I'm using or pouring out the thing that I'm most excited to be using today. So I don't know where it cut off. I haven't put it on my face yet. I was really just dumping it into the lid and pulling the sticker off, which was a good feeling. But it is super, super finely milled. Gonna need a mirror. What am I thinking? So everyone that I have seen a review has said that this powder smells nice, and I would agree. It's not like scented. Well, I mean, obviously it has some scent to it, but it's not like heavily fragranced. Like the Tarte palette that I have here smells like chocolate and vanilla, and it's just so delicious. This smells nice, but it doesn't smell like heavily scented or perfumed. It just smells clean. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does. It's not an aggressive scent, so if you're not somebody who enjoys scents, you might be okay with this because it's not like trying to smell like something, but it also doesn't smell like makeup, if that makes sense. But you only need a little bitty bit of this, and it looks really, really smooth and really, really nice. I don't look powdery or heavy. I don't look dry. It's not clinging anywhere funky. I'm happy with this purchase. I'm happy with this purchase. The other thing that I purchased that I'm ridiculous for, and I don't care, is I did buy the brush. So when I saw Kathleen Light's, her review, she used it for bronzer and really enjoyed it. So that is actually what I'm going to try it with today. It is really soft and really luxurious. Like the kind of thing that you almost don't want to use because you don't want to have to like clean it or have it get stained, because it's soft and beautiful and nice. But I am going to use it because otherwise what was the point in buying it? That would be silly. And the thing that I'm going to use it with today is this bad boy right here. This has been on sale a ton lately, so if you can find it, it's got a really good price for it. This is the Holidays Contour and Spotlight palette from Smashbox. This was their holiday release, and this is a face palette. So we have in here highlights and bronzers, and this might be a blush. I'm not sure. Pearls Gone Wild, no, pink highlight. Read the back, Ashley. So going from, yeah, just by the names on here, I think this is just highlighters and bronzers. I don't think this has got blush in it, but I mean, for instance, like this pink highlight, I would guess could probably be used as like a glowy blush or a blush topper or something. I'm not going to do that today. I think I'm going to go into probably this center shade right here. This is just called Bronze, and I'm going to use that to bronze up my face. All right, I think I was a little nervous at first because I went in slightly heavy-handed with the bronzer, and so it kind of set down heavy, but it blended out really, really nicely. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's do the other side. Let's tap off this time. This side is always the harder side because I come at it from a weird angle, so. I do think the bronzer is a bit dark for me. I am quite light. So, gosh, these little bang hairs, get out of here. So I do think that the bronzer is a bit too dark in this shade, but I think it blended out really nice. I think this brush did a really nice job for that. And I think it still looks nice. I think it's just a little bit darker than what I'm typically accustomed to. But enjoying this. Probably use one of the highlights out of here in just a minute. But let's go ahead and put on some blush. I'm going to use my Tarte blush. This is in my Project Pan. This is in the shade Unstoppable. I don't know if they make this shade anymore. When I went to go link it for my original Project Pan video, I couldn't find this particular shade. So if it is discontinued, I apologize. But honestly, with Tarte blushes, you can't go wrong. They're really, really nice. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. This is coming together well. All right, and then as far as highlighter goes, what do we got here? I think we'll go ahead and use this one right here. This is Blow Fuse Pearl. Oh, Blow a Fuse Pearl. So we'll use that right there. It does look like it's got some glitter in it, so that's kind of interesting. But I think everything else might be, well, we'll see. If we need to, we'll top it here with Pearls Gone Wild. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Wish me luck, friends. Wish me luck. Okay. All right, not too dark so far. Definitely has shimmer to it though. for funsies, let's try a little bit of the white on there as well. Let's just see what it looks like, shall we? Oh, okay, that is not, that is not white. This is a duochrome that has a hot pink reflect. I don't know that you can see that, but I sure can in the mirror. That has a hot pink reflect. Ooh, we are not putting that on our nose. It doesn't look bad. It's just surprising, especially with a cooler eye. If I had been smart and swatched it and realized it, I probably would not have layered those two together. But it doesn't, independently, it doesn't look bad. It's just the whole thing's not really going super well together. So what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to go ahead and line my eyelids. I'm going to be using, where'd it go? I'm going to be using my Benefit roller liner. I've actually had this for quite a while now. I got this for review purposes, free from Influencer. And overall, I have been really liking it. I am typically more of a brush tip pen kind of gal, and this is a felt tip, but I have really been liking it. It goes on really smoothly. It's very, very black. It's very, very matte. So overall, I have been liking this. So I'm going to put some of that on, and then I'll probably put on my Essence Lash Princess on my eyelashes, and then I'll come back and we will look at lips. Alright guys, so apparently I was not filming because I'm an idiot. So what you missed was me applying this liquid lipstick. This is from BECCA. This is from the collab with Christy Teigen that they did over the holidays. There were 2 sets that came out. This is the liquid lipstick from one of those sets. This is the Lip Souffle in Red Velvet. I really like it. I bought the whole kit at Marshall's, so it wasn't full price, of course. I bought the whole kit just for this liquid lipstick, and I'm super stoked about it. It looks beautiful. It feels really, really comfortable. I'm not sure if it is transfer proof, if it's supposed to dry down completely, but I'll make sure to put it down in the description box. But yeah, really, really liking it. The only other thing that I did off camera was I finished up my eyes. So I have just the eyeliner and the mascara on. I also put just a touch of the bronzer underneath my lash line just to kind of round everything out. And of course, as always, I drenched my face in some Fix Plus. And this is the look as it came out. I'm really happy with all of this. So let's go ahead and recap some of the things that I used, starting with the eyes. So as I said before, this is not a first impression. I have used this a few times since I purchased it, and I do really, really like it. If it's something that you are considering and you see it, I would recommend picking it up because I think it is really good quality. Tarte shadows typically are good quality, but I feel like these kind of step outside of the box for Tarte just a little bit. These are brighter, more vibrant colors, which Tarte isn't always exactly known for, so really, really enjoying this. The other new products that I used was the No Filter foundation stick from ColourPop. Again, not a first impression, but it is a product that I do enjoy, but it did have a little bit of a learning curve with it. So if you have it, try it out with a couple of different brushes. Like I said, that stippling brush really was a game changer for me with this product, but overall, I do really like it. I also used the new the Pro Filter powder from Fenty. I love it. I'm glad I bought it. Was it a necessity? Of course not. Am I really thrilled with it? You bet. So I am happy to have this in my collection. I feel like it went on really beautifully. I feel like my skin looked gorgeous, very perfected without being heavy and powdery. Really, really glad that I have that and enjoyed it. And additionally, if I can find it, this brush, excessively priced, don't care, really like it, happy to have it. What else was new that I tried? Oh yeah, where did it go? The face palette. So this sticker is getting everywhere. So this I am gonna have to work with a little bit more. The powders that I used went on really nicely. They blended out very beautifully. So I am glad to have it. Again, it's been going on some really awesome sale prices. So if you see it, grab it because it is really good. I just have to determine whether or not I'll get enough usage out of these shades. But again, that's because I am super fair complected. Not everyone will have that trouble. If you are anywhere in the middle of the spectrum, you'll be fine. If you're on the deeper end of the spectrum, probably not. But that's how that is looking. What else did I use? I used the lipstick. Still not feeling like it's dried down completely, so I'm getting the feeling that it's not going to be. But it's really beautiful, and I'm really glad that I have it. And I think that's everything that was on the newer side that we tried today. So yes, so thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope that you enjoyed this super rambly, all over the place, testing out newer makeup, or newish, I think, newish makeup. I hope that you'll consider subscribing before you leave, and if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!